Call the meeting to order. Jeremy, you want to call the roll? Members?
Decker,
Yes.
Hannaford,
Here.
Bradford,
Here.
Stats,
Here.
Leeper,
Yes.
Eaton,
Here.
Hamel.
Here.
Okay. Approval of the minutes of the September 10th, 2024 regular meeting that was sent out on that email by you.
I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
It's been moved, accept the minutes as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's probably moved and seconded. Well, I'll take a vote. All those in
Decker?
favor?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you want to do that?
no, you can do it.
That's fine, whichever.
No, it's fine.
Decker,
Yes.
Hannaford,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Stats,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
Eaton.
Yep.
Hamel.
Yes.
Okay. Approval of the financials to November 30th of 2024. Any questions on that?
Jeremy, are we still getting contributions coming in?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of our pledge
Right.
drive, so that you'll see on the balance sheet where it has the 15,150. That's in the Woods County Industrial Development Authority, but
Right.
it's our pledges, so it goes to them first, and then one check will be written when we get all of or the vast majority. Some of the pledges, if you look on, I know it's very small print, but the last page where you see the red, that's everybody who's given so far. The process that I did last year seemed to work, so I sent out an email first, and then I send letters next. So I've already actually did half the letters yesterday, and I got the other half to finish off today. A good handful of them have stated that they're waiting till the beginning of 2025, like OG&E and PSO, but they have confirmed that they would be giving, and I believe Invenergy was another one too, so they're waiting till 25. BNSF is a new one. They gave 500 to us and 500 to the turkey farms.
WIA voted to approve that expenditure last night in their meeting, so you'll be getting that. And it's on the agenda for the city council next Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion, questions? Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I have a motion on the floor to approve the financials as presented. Second?
Second.
All right, moved and seconded. Jeremy?
Decker,
Yes.
Hannaford,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Stats,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Hamel.
Yes.
Okay. Update possible action regarding donor appreciation mixer. Jeremy, you want to?
Yeah, we had the mixer. Never really got a full count of people, but it was about 100. Because of what the mixer's arrangement was, they can come in and they didn't have to stay full 2 hours that we were having it. I had decided to just poll a bunch of people randomly, about 40 people, and all of them said they liked the mixer much better than the dinner. So I think it gives them a little comfort of coming in. They liked having the communities with their own tables set up, kind of see what's going on there. So America's Oasis had something, and Freedom had something. And then, of course, it was at the beer company itself. So that was like a new business that we're able to do. So just moving forward, something to consider for next year
think that's great.
That's
And I heard
awesome.
a lot of good things as well.
And that was pretty successful. I like that. There were talks of maybe sometime, maybe the next time we would have a guest speaker, but, you know, limiting them to not really talking a whole lot. So, yeah, I don't think, I thought that tour went real well with that. That kind of was our guest speaker, was Cody just introducing what he was doing. So perhaps we can have another business, or, you know, maybe we do it there again. We'll see, but I think it went well.
Great. Any other discussion on that? Okay, that's great. We don't need to take any action really on that.
I think it's too early to determine that we're gonna have it set there or someplace at this time.
Update action on officers for 2025. Jeremy?
Right now, we have Jeremy Eaton as the chair, we have Jack Stats as the vice chair, and Kay Decker is the secretary. I find that, for myself personally, it's great to have Jeremy in-house and having Kay. So, you know, if Jack has no problem remaining vice chair, I don't know. Yeah, it's up to you all, but I didn't see any real need for a change.
I will make a motion to keep the chair, vice chair, and the treasurer the same.
All right. Okay, second.
Second.
All right, moved and seconded. Jeremy, will you take over?
Okay. Decker,
The trainer.
Yes.
Hannaford,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Staff. Yes. Leeper,
Yes.
Eaton,
Yes.
Hamel.
Yes.
Okay. Update, discussion, possible action on the 2025 Lieutenant Governor Turkey Hunt.
I put this on for the Industrial Authority, for the Economic Development Committee, really just you as individuals. We have a committee that does the turkey hunt, but this is more of thinking of guests that you would like. Bo, I think you might have some interest in possibly bringing somebody, Susan, if you can think of anybody, and David as well. And then Kale, you as a business in itself, you might find it worthy to have someone. We have, I think the last couple of years we've done well in getting fundraising, so we have a good chunk where we could open it up for all of you to have somebody, the Technology Center and Freedom West, you know, all of you could have a guest if you wanted, if you feel it's going to help with some sort of expansion or help in economic development. I think that's an opportunity that's there, especially this year with the fundraising that's been done. So just be thinking of anybody that you feel would be good.
Do we have any dates on that, Jeremy?
Yes. I did have a call with Jared Cooper, who is the head of the turkey hunt again this year. And he actually he praised our area of how we were doing it. So that was kind of good. Get a little kudos here. Let me get to my calendar. It is April 16th through the 18th.
April 16th.
17th is when the lieutenant governor would come.
Okay.
It's going to be a little tougher for him because I guess Ardmore had some sort of situation, so I think he's going to be going to 4 places on that day, finishing with us. But I'm going to try. I don't know if it's possible, but I figure once you've gone to 4 different destination spots, perhaps we can have them do it overnight and be around for the next day. So I'm going to at least pitch that to him and see if we can, because usually there is a community coffee with the legislators the following Friday. We can get him there and perhaps he can see some things.
Yeah, hopefully quite a bit of work done by then on the arena. He's big on tourism. That'd be great.
Right.
That's cool. That would be great. Anything else on the turkey hunt? Anyone? Everything? Okay. You don't need any action on that, do you, Jeremy?
No, I don't.
Okay. WCIDA update.
Yeah. As some of you may know, I had applied for a RBDG grant. We got approved. We had a presentation on December 2nd. Kenneth Korn came and we got $100,000 minus $1. So keeps us in a lot less paperwork that way. But it's a revolving loan fund. We launched it on that Monday. I've got a committee that is available with Todd Holder, Jay Randalls, and Melissa Fisher representing the Industrial Authority, as well as help with Haley Reagan. I asked her to be a part of it for a lending background. So we created the applications. We plan to visit the banks, but it is a revolving loan fund for small businesses, either existing, so business retention was one of the big things I had talked about when being hired. I wanted things like this to be available to them, but also business recruitment opportunities. I think we're going to cap it at a max of $15,000 for right now, but obviously everything opens up opportunities. The committee decides that some project may be worth investing or having more. It'll be loans, I think, looking at between that 3 to 5% interest rate, and we'll see where it goes there. We have some that are interested, just launched, and I think it was just in the paper on Friday, so that's the word's out there, but just so you all know, you feel free to have anybody interested come my way. I'll be handling the vast majority of the work, the application process, all of that, and then we'll bring it to the committee. Then the committee will say yes or no, and either way, it goes to the Industrial Development Authority to give the final approval. And special meetings would just be held then on a case-by-case basis.
What is payback format, Jeremy? Time schedules or a time frame?
Yeah, so
Like
that would
payback?
That would
Oh, it's a
also vary depending on the loan itself. Usually, a higher loan, they'll have a few years to pay back. So 15,000, I think we were talking a 3-year opportunity there. Because the point of it, of course, is helping out somebody, but also revolving. So funds come back in, we get another applicant and help them out.
Is it for infrastructure, equipment? Is
It
kind
can
of
be
wide open?
used for anything.
Okay.
So technical assistance, education purposes,
Okay.
as well as physical, if Cody needed another, whatever you call those things, they would actually, he can come through us if he wanted to.
No telling what you call it.
Jeremy, are any of these tied to, your decisions will be tied to job creation numbers?
It's on the application to discuss the job creations. I personally think for a lot of these, it's going to be more of a physical. It's going to be like a Rialto, getting neon signs. I don't think that's a job creation type situation, but in the end, it is an enhancement in the community that
Right.
could lure another business towards the downtown.
Okay.
The I call it ABC, but ABC being down there, it's kind of an anchor now of a restaurant that could easily recruit, so they need something. And it's going to be more though of someone borrowing for a new business, and there's a couple of possibilities out there in new business that also is looking, that needs just that additional funding. So, and we're looking into
make sure the word gets out for folks.
Yeah, so we have a year, well, technically a year's time from July, but Amy Cowley said we can, extend that if needed. However, it's what Haley believes would be pretty much sucked up pretty quickly. And Todd Holder, I think some of his concerns when he talked to Kenneth Korn confirmed that leniency is kind of the approach with this, not to be too tight. They understand it's high risk, and so if there was a fail, somebody borrows $5,000 for something, and then they go out of business, we don't get it back. That's understandable that could happen. But again, also trusting in the committee that we have, that they know that we're not going to take too crazy of a high risk or something. They're going to be someone who's proven their worth, and if they're a new business, someone who has expertise and experience in that type of business, not just some sort of random idea, and business plan, well developed. I've been working with one particular, I guess, people that want to do a type of business, and I've helped them with a business plan, and so they may not need us now, because I actually was able to find another group that was able to loan them some funds. So they're in a process right now. We'll see where that goes. That's really it with the industrial
Okay.
authority. I mean, the buildings, well, I can say, we were able to get Arch Rock there with us another year at the Winoka building. And so because they're with us with another year, we get a percentage, we being the Economic Development Committee, gets a percentage of the rental, the lease for our admin purposes, because I'm like landlord for it. And so we'll have some funding coming to us for that, but also we'll have another year of that. That will be coming to us.
Is it a one-time or a monthly?
We do it annually. So when they make their December payment, which is usually about the 17th or 18th in January, I'll cut a check. Portion goes to the Industrial Authority of Winoka, and then a portion goes to us. Another portion of it goes towards another account that's with the Woods County Industrial Development Authority, but it's for maintenance and repairs. So it's separated in 4 different ways. But it's a good chunk that comes to us for our budget. And they are leasing at $2,500 a month.
Okay. Anything else on that one, Jeremy?
That's it.
All right, Woods County Economic Development Executive Director report.
I guess I told you pretty much everything. We're just getting started with Lieutenant Governor's turkey hunt. The revolving loan fund, of course, working with that. Just looking at possible options for some things with the Industrial Authority, perhaps the airport, opportunities there to do some recruiting. And then the other thing, again, I send you the reports of what I'm doing. So anything, if you have anything you want to know more details on, I'm happy to share with you. I can just kind of give you a one-liner of what's been going on and what we're working on. Business consultations have actually picked up more. For a while there was just like 1 or 2, but now there's a lot of people. It seems to happen more at the end of the year. I guess some people have some ideas and they want to run it by myself. I'm trying to think of what else we got. Some stuff with America's Oasis too, that in the middle of developing. And created some materials and working on that one material still that Stan Deal gave. And see about creating a brochure for Winoka. So something that would be good just to hand out. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. And of course, pledge. You know, that's my least favorite, but it's got to be done.
Yeah, that's never fun, but do a good job at it. Anything else on the director report? Anything else you need to have there?
Yeah,
Okay.
if he has no questions.
Anybody have any questions? Okay. New business. Jeremy, is there any new business that weren't aware of?
This one's really more for all y'all. I don't
I don't
have
have
any.
anything. Okay, announcements. What announcements you got? Anything? When's the next meeting?
You know, did anybody have anything they wanted to say? No, everything's good. Next meeting will be in March.
Okay.
It will be, and they have this one.
March.
The 11th?
It will be the 11th.
March 11th. Okay. Same time, same place. Got that?
There is one thing that we were going to talk about. Kay brought it to the attention in regards of be thinking of possibilities of,
Contingency locations for the turkey hunt
yes,
gathering.
yes.
So if anyone has any ideas or recommendations about that, we need to know what those could be.
Tell me
David,
again what that is.
a contingency location for the turkey hunt
Oh,
gathering. David, what's the story on the staffing for the fairgrounds? I understand that Brock has left. Are the commissioners going to hire?
Speak up, I didn't wear my hearing aids.
I'm sorry, what's the story on the staffing for the fairgrounds? I understand that Brock has left.
I'm gonna interview somebody here as soon as I leave here,
Okay,
and I think it's an excellent candidate. So
awesome. When that decision is made, should Jeremy reach out to you to get contact information?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
all right.
yeah, but as soon as, I think it'll be done today, so a very good candidate, so.
Okay, all right. So there you go, Jeremy.
That's good.
Call David.
I was gonna say, the merchants building would be
Yeah,
good.
we'll get it, so.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's not what we end up having to do, but we've got to have a location set aside, because that's a 3-day deal, and we don't like to have to break down we need,
Right.
so, okay. If anybody has another idea or alternative, please share. We'll have our first meeting January the 8th, right, Jeremy?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I got.
Awesome.
What would be a capacity that you think it needs to handle? Okay,
Probably about 100 seated,
okay,
and we have to have room to set up the food tables, and we also like to have a kind of a hospitality area that's ongoing throughout the time frame that the hunters are here. And then for the dinners, we have the hunter and guide dinner on the Wednesday night, and then the full-blown community and guest dinner on Thursday night always, and that's the one that can drive it up to 70 to 100, depends.
If for some reason that wasn't available, I've never been to the new deal at the museum, is it big enough to handle that?
Boy, it'd be tight.
be close.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
close, but I mean, that is an option.
Right.
And
Well,
we
it
probably need to go up there, Jeremy, and just do a head count on seated capacity, because the neat thing about that is they do have that kitchen area,
Right.
and it's It's just a lot better environment than,
I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
so, okay, that's something to think about.
The
Pardon me?
nightlight will be open.
Oh. Yeah, we try and refrain from
I
some
believe
of
that's
that,
opening.
Jeremy.
Actually, on the 31st is what I heard. So,
That's what I've heard, but that's a good
It's
idea,
on
David,
Facebook.
thank you.
I
Sure,
mean,
yeah.
it's gonna take some room
Yeah, it does,
to handle everything.
right, it does.
And, you know, the one thing good about that, we can limit the invited guests.
Right.
So,
Right.
You know, it doesn't always have to be 100 people. It can be.
And hopefully, when the arena's finished,
You know,
then there'll be an option.
Trying to go back on the turkey hunt deal, it probably would be wise, and I think, for us to make sure we include the new arena, get them to put some input. We need to have some people that they might want as promote and another thing, and I mean, but I mean, that thing's we're gonna have to have some heavy duty sponsorship for some events out there that we may not be able to create now of Oklahoma, or Winoka, or Woods County, period. So we may have to start thinking outside the box a little bit to help, if we wanna help make that thing work out there, about finding people that have resources to sponsor things.
Right.
I mean, and invite them, because to make that thing work. I mean, I'm not familiar with ever having to make anything that big work, but I know what it takes for some of these other places around, and you gotta do some outside of the box thinking to get events happening.
And I reach out to that group and, all the mayors I reach out to, so if there is something that they feel could be a good business for the arena
Right.
and bring one of their executives out, then
That's
that
awesome.
opportunity is there. I bring a couple consultants, usually, the ones that I bring are ones that could possibly help the area or have helped the area, so they're good. I always invite the NSF because
Right.
they're affiliated with the rail park, and we try to hope to get something. And then I always go to ABART as well to see if there's somebody. And ABART, this past year, we really took advantage of that opportunity and invited quite a few guests. Some things still in talks of just, possible opportunities of things down the line, depending on what happens with the industrial park that's
Right.
being built now. But, yeah, I'm, Department of Commerce, they still want to throw people your way and have like, five of your 15 spots will be our people. But I've told Jared that those 5 need to be 5 spots that would be interested in Northwest, not Oklahoma City and
Right.
Tulsa. We're just catering for staff. So that was an important part, and he agrees 100%. That's the way it should
I
be.
mean, it's been a great opportunity over the years to bring people.
Yeah. And I think with the way we do it is, it's a good way, because we also bring Winoka and we bring Freedom in.
Right,
So they
exactly.
can visit those locations too and give them a tour.
AO has enough space, but they don't have kitchen facilities, so that would be,
Where's-
America's Oasis, they
Oh,
have enough
yeah.
space, but they don't have kitchen facilities
Kitchen
yet,
broken
so.
too.
Our ballroom could be a backup if needed.
I don't know if that'll work, given everything that goes on out there, but we'll write it down just in case.
I think space-wise,
Are most of the hunting areas, are they near Alva, most of them?
Yes.
Okay.
There's some that go out west and some, we used to have, a guide that handled the Winoka area, but I've not been able to get a commitment from a guide in the Winoka area for the past however many years. And I've called every year. I've talked to Larry Zook, I've talked to Bill Bixler, and asked them to be looking around and asking around. And because down on the river, in the Galena area, there used to be some pretty good bird hunting there. But you've got to have a guide who knows the country to go.
Right.
And when Dean Linder was around, he would take them down in that country.
Right.
But, anyway,
Let me reach out to a couple of people.
Okay.
Maybe.
sure.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody, anything else for the good group? Okay. Adjournment, number 12. Anybody want to make that?
Move to adjourn.
Okay. Second?
Second.
All right, moved in second. Jeremy, would you take the roll call vote?
If I did,
Dr.
we all have
Hannaford,
to stay.
if you guys have projects
Yeah.
on
Dicker.
campus that might be.
Hanford, Bradford, Staff,
Yes, yes, yes.
Weaver, East.
Yes.
Yes.
I figured you'd leave,
That's
you'd
a-
leave